Welcome to podcast, kids. It's the Wease Family Circus. We love you. Somehow you must dig us, but without Clark Peshkin, we got nothing. You've heard me talk about the fine free workshop attorney Kevin Clark puts on over there at Clark Peshkin. I have sat down with Kevin myself, me and Booby, and it was awesome. He's a straight shooter, knows his stuff completely, explains it in normal words so even I could understand it. And Booby and I now have an estate plan. Tell them.
Yeah, there's no pressure, no sales pitch. People I've talked to that have gone have thanked me because if you follow what you learn from them there, you're doing your family such a justice. It's a way of an inexpensive way to have a plan to give your family the peace and not have the stress afterwards and pay money and have the money go to the government instead of going to your children, the hardworking money.
Grab your seat now at the link at the Wease Family Circus website or go to clarkpeshkin.com. Let's get this thing rolling, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one you were waiting for. Holy
This is
shit.
a big one, a big one.
She said a big one.
What do we got?
I don't know, Jake, if I'll get any to talk, but because there's two broads on this piece. There's a finger from that one. Ladies and gentlemen, bring in who you've been waiting. I'll find out shortly how many years. It says on the screen, Cynthia Ann Garnes, but Cindy, for this, I have to call you Cindy Pierce.
Oh,
okay?
yeah, absolutely.
Look at you.
Holy cow.
What I have to know, how many years is it when all the shit went down?
Over
What year was it?
I was right before my 40th birthday. So it was the summer.
So so you said you were born in so
I was born in 60. Yeah, Doreen's got a do
2000. So around 2000. We figured it out last night. Like Sammy and Lucy were both born, but they were still babies.
Yeah.
So around the year 2000. And you said you started in 1988? Is that what you thought?
I said I was 20. Well, we figured that out too. I don't remember what we said, but I was 28 years old when I started Wease's show.
So 1988, she started with you.
Well, you haven't changed a lick. Look at you. So much has happened, and I know, people want to know a million things. And we can't sidestep the reason we broke up
Of course.
That's true.
because that was your choice. Not to quit, but to sue me and sue the station.
Well,
And let me lay out the way I saw it, and then you can do your end. It's always different.
okay.
But
Yes.
when that first chick sued us, shortly before you did, you said, "Well, how could she do that?" And if you do you know she's dead? By the way,
I heard.
years ago. So this woman, and this is something you know unless you forgot, she was actually a hooker. And I saw the police report. And she came in, she was in sales for PXY, and she was in the lobby, and Gussie called the show and said, "Wease, that girl is sitting here with a short skirt and no underpants on." So we said it on the radio. No name, Cindy.
Yeah.
No name. You were with us. I don't know. No name. And I don't know how long after that, maybe not even a week, I was told she was suing. And at that time of my life, I was naive. I'm going, how's that possible? We didn't even tell her name. How could she be in trouble? But anyway, you were on my team going, what kind of... And then a few short weeks later, you went for it. Can you explain?
I'm sorry. I remembered it the other way. I thought I did first, and then she followed suit.
No.
I believe you.
No.
Like I said,
I know.
I don't remember.
I didn't know they were that close together, though. I thought it was a little more space in between. No,
Was not.
no.
And this is something I'll never forget. Because of the lawsuit, me and Tommy had to go through hours and hours of tape, pictures, all this stuff. So, without explaining everything,
Right.
I'm just wondering how it's been, did you say almost 26 years?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Holy
it was around
man.
2000. We were talking last night, and she was trying to remember the background of exactly, and because I remember you being mad at this same person when this all went down. A big trigger of what started this was Joe T. He was your producer at the time, remember?
Yeah, but that had nothing
Yeah,
to do.
he posted the picture of her, and that's what triggered her.
Is that right, Cindy?
That's correct. That's
So
what
let me tell you something funny. I don't even know if you know this story, Joe T. Oh, God.
I remember you being all mad when all this was going down because it was just another failure of management, constantly throwing people in your show that were really not made to be radio producers. Or,
You're talking way out of school.
okay.
Management had nothing to do with Joe T. That's me.
Yeah, but they were
They have not. They would do whatever I asked.
okay.
You think they went out and got Joe fucking T
No, I think-
to be?
I think they were trying to always cut corners and save money and
had
figured
nothing.
you could carry anything.
Well, you're wrong. And I'm sorry.
Well, I believe a professional producer would not have probably done that move. And
It's
caused-
all besides the point.
Yeah.
I want to tell Cindy what happened that she's unaware of. The picture, by the way, it was just the one you did for a beauty shot or the Mo one?
The
You
mo-
know,
No, the Mo
not
one.
the Mo.
The Mo
Huh?
one. The
one
Mo
with the
one.
hot dog.
That one?
Yeah.
I thought it was. I
It-
thought it was the topless picture.
No, it was the Mo one with Joe putting in Cindy sucks.
Okay, but let
Everyone
me
knows
tell
Cindy
you.
sucks, and I'm
Well,
like,
go ahead.
I'm
Go
like,
ahead.
how is this guy able to bully me? And he's not even a radio person. I mean, he has no experience in it, nothing. And they just went at it. And then I tried to come back and same old crap. So it was just, that's what blew my socks off. It's like, I
Okay.
can't be bullied anymore. I felt
Wait till you hear what happened.
what?
Me and Kevin Legret. You ever heard of him?
Well, I know Kevin, yeah.
Me and Kevin, right during this, had to go to Buffalo on a couple sales calls.
Uh-huh.
Right when this was happening, on the way back, Kevin got a phone call. Joe T reposted
Oh,
the
yeah.
goddamn picture.
That's when you got really mad. I
Oh
remember.
my God. I had to call up T and go, are you out of your fucking mind?
I remember that.
I mean, he had to take up. I mean, I don't know what his thought process is.
Well, like Cindy was saying to me last night, it was like he was your tattoo shop motorcycle buddy, and his mindset was somewhere else. He loves you and would never want to hurt you, but he thought it was like I was trying to tell Cindy what he thought was funny, but she took it in a different way, and then the right people got in her ear about suing.
How would she ever think it was funny after it was taken down? He puts
Right.
it back.
No, I meant
Me
the
and-
initial time. The initial time, he probably thought it was
Well,
funny.
Legret, we're in the car coming back. We get the phone call. Anyway, so Cindy, tell the people, your fans, for what's been happening to you for 26 years.
Well, I lost Rope.
Rope Man.
Rope Man.
How many years after you left did Rope die?
He just died 5 years ago.
5 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah, just 5 years ago. He was
And
six.
now you have a boyfriend and everything.
Well, that took 3 years to happen. I didn't want to even look at anyone. I honestly was living as close to a nun as I'll ever get, Wease.
What'd she say?
She was living as close to a nun as she'll ever get.
But that's for. Are you glad it's over? The nunnery.
Yeah, I figured this shop was closing, was never opening again. That was
It's
kind of.
open. So how'd you meet this guy?
I was on a sales call in, of all places, Bowling Green, where I graduated college.
So did Lucy. So did Abby.
Yeah.
I know.
Thought-
I know. I had talked to Sandy like once or twice. I haven't talked to her in years and years and years. But she's the one that told me that that's where she was going to school. And I'm like, well, it's a good choice. It is a good school. And God bless her. She's another.
Yeah.
You got two people, you know, for far different reasons. Who that's her alma mater.
So you were on a sales call at the Bowling Green. What
In-
was? Were you
Bowling
selling Don?
Yeah, I was a sales rep for, I don't even want to say the chain because it's no Wegmans. That's for sure. Nothing is Wegmans.
It's funny. I think it's the same chain that Beth Donahue ends up working for. The same
Oh.
chain. I'm pretty sure. Because
Are
Beth
you
Donahue
kidding?
was, yeah.
Beth
No,
Donahue.
wait.
Yeah.
Beth works at a supermarket.
Yeah. Kroger is a supermarket, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's who you were selling to.
No, selling for.
Four. She's selling four.
What's
it was financial services. I was Kroger Personal Finance.
Oh,
Yeah, so I was talking to customers. I had a territory. You know how sales go, Wease. Anyway, I was doing a sales call in Bowling Green, and ironically, I'd been asked out a few times. And well, I had, and I wasn't ever interested. I'm like, no, thanks, no, yeah. So never was interested. And then the guy you just talked to, Don, came up, and I'd heard every line in the book a dude's got. I believe me.
I bet you have.
Yeah, I've heard everyone. And so I thought, here we friggin' go again. But he ended up being the man he purported to be. And I was shocked. It's like, how do people like this still exist? So 3 years after I lost my husband is the first time I went out. And he's also in radio.
Oh,
Is
that's
he in?
ironic.
Is he in radio right now?
Yes, he just does a Saturday Blue show. But yeah, he's been doing that for years for Bowling Green.
Well, we're happy you found love again. You can't get away from radio even if you try, huh?
I
But-
really can't, can I? Or Bowling Green, for that matter. Ohio.
So,
So,
are you at Bowling Green right now?
Nope, I'm in where I live in Toledo. I'm in the city.
So how do you have a relationship?
We see each other 3-4 days a week, and then we do our own thing, and that's the way we both like it.
Bobby, think about how good our relationship would be if we only saw each other 3 days a week.
It is. It makes things a little bit more interesting.
Of course.
I mean, it does. So it works
So
really well for us.
Cindy, at some point, this podcast, run by my son Satchel Jacob,
Yeah, I can't
he
believe it.
kills them. But one day a week, we're playing old bits from million years ago.
Right.
And the first show we played, you're on a million of them.
Yeah.
But the first show that we did, we have one called The Prank on Cindy. You ready?
It was when Charlie Fitzsimmons was the producer. And it's really
Is
It's
it
funny.
is it the Lotto one?
No, that's a good one. I hope we have that one. This one's good. You ready?
Wait,
Oh,
I'm
no,
going to
not
tell
me.
her. I want to tell her what it is. See,
Okay.
it's a loaded cigarette.
Oh,
Do you
I don't
remember?
even remember it. I've taken it from my memory.
I don't blame you. Here it is.
Anyway,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen, I love Charlie for doing this, but I would have liked it the other way better, but we'll hear in a second. Well, Charlie was cleaning out his drawer last night and found some loads.
Oh, you've been planning this for a while.
No, he just found them in his drawer, brought them in, showed them.
You know, those wild parties are just, you can't trust people to use the bathroom.
That's right. So anyway, what I wanted to do was load Cindy cigarettes, and then I was going to say, hey, it's one of them smoking days. Me and Tommy break out a couple cigars. Not say anything to Cindy so she wouldn't think we're setting her up. Break out a couple cigars, light up, and of course, Cindy would go, oh, we can smoke.
Yeah.
Get out a cigar, and we would laugh our ass off.
Right.
But Cindy friggin' ran out of cigarettes and blew our whole act.
Yeah.
So what Charlie did very inventively was had somebody put a couple cigarettes on her desk with a note, here's a few cigarettes for you, we know you're out, and loaded them both to make sure, and put a mic out in the hallway where Cindy smokes. Let's hear it, and I might be putting my foot in my mouth. This might be funnier than if we did it live. We taped you out there in the hall. We were hoping you were going to be singing and stuff.
I think I was.
Well, then it'll be very fun. How's it come out?
Pretty good.
Can you hear it pretty good? Here we go.
You motherfuckers!
Yeah, she's like Carol Channing. Right out of her mind.
That's where all the good mics are.
Oh, now you killed it. That's funny. It shows how well I knew you guys.
She's Carol Channing. I don't care
I think
what
you're laying an egg.
Hey, at least I laughed.
Well, who wouldn't laugh?
Oh, it was so funny. I knew immediately. I'm like,
Well, what the hell else? Somebody put a... Hold on a second. Let me see.
You remember that at all?
I don't. That's
Wow.
I have to tell you,
That's how much you guys tortured the poor woman.
I'll have to tell you, you're much younger than me, but I have been going through these old bits. I listen. I can't remember. I got Jake since you're there. I heard some phenomenal ones this morning. I can't tell even who the people are. And I have to find out somehow because they're great. There's one, and I'm hoping you can think of this, but we'll find out. I could call Tommy. There's one where Tommy's in the hospital. I don't remember that happening. And it was funny. You don't either. God damn it.
Well, I don't know. Obviously you and Tommy are in talking terms, so,
No, I talked to Tommy.
Oh, you talked to Tommy?
Yeah, I'll find out. There's so many. I heard some shit today that it was so fabulous compared to what I ended up being as I got old and not with the same people and everything else. Holy crap. The fun we had. Oh, God.
Yeah. I still have I can't say nightmares. Sometimes they're really good dreams about you. I do.
Well,
nothing sexual.
What kind of dreams, Cindy?
Pardon me? Well,
No.
We had
Go ahead.
you.
Okay. We made up and we were like giving each other a hug. And that's why I wanted to do this because we never had any closure off any of this. And you've been in my dreams ever since.
Well, the whole thing is, I forgot who we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Paulie Guglielmo.
Right.
I don't know if you know who he is, but I know you talked to him. He's one of my producers.
Okay.
And we wanted to have you on the goddamn show.
They used to do this 24-hour show for charity at Christmas, around Christmas time. And him and Billy DeTore were trying to come up with a couple ideas of some cool surprise things to do for Wease to get through the 24 hours. And one of them, they wanted to have you on. But at the time, management wasn't letting them have you on because of the old lawsuit, even though it was many years later.
Many years.
I remember that.
But that's different from me.
Yeah.
After that, I didn't even know about that. But after that, I wanted to get you on the regular show. No. That's why finally we have freedom in the podcast and do anything, including saying, "What the fuck's happening?"
Yeah, if the radio had let him have the goodbye that we originally would have wanted for him to have a few months of him having special guests, we would have wanted you to be one of them. And who knows, they probably would have told us we couldn't do it. So this works out to be better. And you guys, I understand what you mean about the closure. You guys really did never get to talk about what happened and, you know, and to not know it. But you had a lot of fun years together and you probably have a lot of great memories, you know.
I'm looking at some of these bits. We should.
Your name is Cindy. Cindy, we see your name in a ton of the bits, so
Jake,
obviously.
Jake, can we take a shot at one we didn't even listen to? Jake,
Okay, this is so funny. You want to hear
Number-
the funniest thing in the world? Honest to God, tell me why this is.
All right, I see my name there.
Okay, earlier this morning, about a half an hour, an hour ago, I was going to say, you know, I don't know why I do this, and I know it bothers everybody, but I counted that Cindy had smoked 5 cigarettes at 7 o'clock. Now, and you know, if you had asked her and the action weren't there, she would have said 2, and we all know it. Now, here's the thing. I was thinking, now wait, this is what freaks me out. I was thinking this. Charlie writes me a note. Why were you thinking? Charlie wrote me a note. Cindy has smoked 7 cigarettes.
Because I'm hungry.
Cutting down. There's food right there.
I don't want to eat anymore. No, you know, let me tell you guys something. 1 croissant and you watch me do that.
We
So
saw
I said,
Danish. We saw
I
Danish.
didn't eat a Danish. I ate 1 croissant. This is what kills me. So,
Well, you know what?
I better not have another croissant because they're watching. So I'm starving, so I'll smoke cigarettes. So I don't eat any more croissants so I can get killed. So now I'm being
Well, here's
killed
the
for
thing.
smoking the cigarette.
You know what you ought to do, just on it? What you ought to do for the hell of it, because one of the big denials of people that want to pretend they're quitting smoking is saying, I don't want to get fat. Yeah, but you're smoking now because you don't want to get fat. This is my point. My point is, I think that you should ask a doctor, just for the hell of it, you know, which is more harmful, the extra cigarettes or the extra croissant?
Well, I know which is more harmful, but
Which?
unfortunately, like all vain people,
Oh, it's just for, honey, you're already porky, seriously.
How about a
No, I
malt
mean,
flavor?
yeah, but even if you lose, you're
Wait.
still bulky. You're heavy boned.
Wease,
You're never.
I was never heavy boned. When I aerobicized, I was down to a size 8. I have to work at it, but I can do it. I can get rid of my belly, which is more than I can say for you.
I'm not, honey. You're a big woman now.
But I'm not going to stay a big woman.
You're not going to be small.
I will too be small. And you know something? You're really a piece of poop. You are the king of the poops. You are. You're.
There you go, Cindy, what we were talking about last night, how she had to be part of the boys club and she was definitely the one that got the beat up.
Yeah, you weren't very nice, huh?
No.
who?
You.
I couldn't.
You were saying she porky, she's big boned, she's not gonna. You were counting how many cigarettes, counting how many croissants she ate.
You would
She
got
was not-
you would get canceled right now if you were
Oh,
like
yeah,
that today.
That wouldn't fly anymore.
She was never big boned. I don't even know why I would say she's big. She was never close to big boned.
I know, but it was probably you thought it was funny to say it, but it's fun. Cindy, back some of these audios took place when you could still smoke at the radio station, like in the hallway, obviously.
Yeah.
Which is funny because you can't do that anymore.
I know. You know, I'll tell you something funny about that big bone crap.
What?
Well, I don't even know if you said it. It doesn't matter. But I do remember something. It's like, God bless my little sister. We went to Atlantis, remember? On one of our
Oh yeah.
show things. And
In the Bahamas.
yes,
God.
the Bahamas, yeah. And I had just had Savannah,
Oh yeah.
like 4
Oh,
months
you
before.
just had Savannah?
Yeah, like 4 months before. And you were getting me on my crap about my weight. And, you know, because I had a one piece on and all that, and you were getting on my crap about my weight. And my sister looked at you and said,
Oh, I
Hey,
remember.
yeah, it's like, hey, she just had a baby. What's your excuse?
That was good.
I was my
now
darling sister.
Now I remember you having your sister.
That was good.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you remember the time I stole your wallet?
Oh, that was on coming back from that trip, I believe, Bub.
No.
It wasn't. It was coming
No.
back from a trip.
No, that was she lost it on a plane. Not that. What? Remember when you had the little white convertible
Yeah.
and we parked outside the door on Monroe Avenue,
Right.
and I was riding my motorcycle, but I went and you had your wallet on the seat and the door was unlocked. So I was actually trying to be nice
Right.
and protect her, and I took it, and when she saw it was missing, she went nuts. I let her be mad for not even a minute.
I hope.
And I said, I took it. I was just trying to teach you to lock the door. But you stayed mad at me. Do you remember that?
You know how many times I was mad at you, Wease? I mean,
Yeah.
it was one of many, but also lots of good times too. I really want to emphasize that. A lot of good times that I won't forget. You know, it's like I said to Doreen last night. This whole, I hate to even bring it back, but I'm going to. This whole suing thing. It might have been your name, but really what it was is the people who surrounded you, and I didn't feel you had control of your troops. And I didn't think that you stood up for me. That's where my anger came from.
Oh, well, now that you had the balls to say that, I have to motherfucker you because I kept you in the job 2 times when they wanted to fire you. And I said, you can't. 2 different times that what are you smoking? Dope?
No, I
it's
don't
a-
smoke.
it's a
It's a vape, honey.
Same thing. Cannabis corner, Bobby.
No, I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask you because like they were giving you crap about smoking, and I was gonna say, well, did you eventually cut back? What's your smoking habit now? And it looks like you at least you got rid of the combustion.
Yeah, I can breathe again. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, you don't smoke cigarettes?
No. No,
So,
I,
Bob, last night, Cindy and I were talking, I don't know if Jake will know this, but a big reason that you and I are together is because of her. She pushed it.
I think I recall
I mean, very big part of it was Cindy. Remember, Cindy?
I do.
Yeah.
And by the way, I just saw a picture. I got to figure out how to get it to you of all of us on the porch in up
Thousand
there,
Islands.
Wellesley Avenue. Her, Marvin,
You.
I can show
Marvin,
you right now.
you. Oh, you can show her. This is a great picture. Cindy.
While I find the picture, we already saw it, but I want to hear. You didn't let her tell the story about how you guys met or how she helped this relationship. So why
That's
don't we
why,
let her
like,
tell that story?
Yeah, Cindy, like when we were talking about last night. So, do you want to start? I mean,
She
what do
might
you
not
remember
even
from
know
me
it.
first being there? I mean, do you remember that I used to sit in when you would be out? They would
Yeah.
call me up,
Yep.
and I would leave Kodak and go sit in on the show on days that you were sick.
Yep.
And then I don't know when you first knew of Wease and I, like when we just started being friends and hanging out.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, because
obviously
he came to
come-
the station and brought cookies.
Cookie Diane.
No, cookies. I brought
Oh,
cookies.
cookies. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cookie.
was that when BJ left or a different time? No, that was way after when BJ left. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was way after.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
But I also had been up many times. I had been up many other times, so I must have brought him up for an occasion. There must have been some reason, because I wouldn't have just randomly brought him up. But
Well, whatever. I don't remember why. I just remember the cookies. That's
well-
some selective brain, some senior citizen stuff, you know.
yeah, what you won't remember probably, because who knows even if he told you, like he called me up, and he never called me. It was always Charlie, the producer at the time, would call me to see if I could come in on days that you weren't there. So the first time he called me, I was like, that's odd, that he called me, and then we started hanging out as friends. But it was when we were up at the Thousand Islands and you were hanging out with us, because
Right.
it was when it would push. We were all drinking, having fun, and you kept saying to me, Doreen, I think you guys should get together. Remember? And I would say, no. There it is,
Look at
Cindy.
that
Can you see the
picture. Oh my
it's
God.
Marvin and you and me and Wease.
Boy, I was heavier then. I'll give you that.
You look
Wease.
good, though. You look good.
You were always cute.
You always made
Oh,
me
look
feel
at
like-
that.
Oh, Lou.
Lou Graham and you
Yeah.
and BJ. Yep.
Yep. Oh my gosh, who was that?
I see
It's,
Stanley next to you in a band.
No, that's a band, and I know that guy.
I do too.
How terrible. How terrible.
Sebastian Bach.
I like that call. Skid Row or Sebastian Bach.
Yeah.
It's one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, you know where that is, Cindy?
It looks like we're on. Oh, was that at the NASCAR?
Yep.
The motorhome, yeah.
Yep. Watkins Glen.
Yep.
NASCAR in the motorhome
Yep.
with the racers.
Oh, look at that! We wore tuxedos. Boy, that
Yeah,
was.
you worked.
Yeah, that was the first year.
That's a great picture.
That's when you used to have real Christmas parties.
Yeah, yeah. Remember that? Yeah. Oh, that's a more serious one there. Oh, look at that big hair. Would you look at that big 80s hair?
Is that Daryl
That-
Talley?
There's
That's
Daryl.
Daryl. That's Daryl Talley, Tommy, and Cindy, and
Yep.
me.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Aw.
Look at that.
Look
Oh,
at-
that's Sister Sleaze.
Yeah.
That is Stephanie Miller and
Yeah, that's
JC
before
DeLaz.
Cindy. Yep. Oh,
Yep.
there you are with BJ. Those are some great shots. Oh, look at you and Courtney at the bottom of that
Yeah,
last one.
yeah.
Oh, I saw titties. Go back to the titties.
That's
Sam
Sam
Kinison.
Kinison.
Damn kids. Oh, Sam Kinison and I. Oh, yeah, you can tell that's early morning. Oh, look at all the people.
Oh, there's me.
Doreen,
That's
little.
so that was long before Wease and I were ever together. That because BJ's still there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That-
Okay, gotcha.
That's
It's
funny.
amazing the things I forget in the order in which they happened. It's so that was a very traumatic time in my life, obviously. Oh, as far as me being fired, Weeze, I was aware of that. I mean, it got to the point on that show that I was so unliked because all I ended up doing, I was telling Doreen this last night, was defending myself. So I lost any funny I had. I did, because especially got bad once Tom came on. So it got particularly bad.
If I didn't like you, why did I make sure that they wouldn't fire you
Oh, I don't know.
twice?
I'm sure
Because,
it doesn't surprise me. Well, I don't know, Weeze. It's like I said, there was a time when your ex said, he does not like you. He doesn't like you at all.
She's full of shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jake.
Yeah.
Well, there.
No,
Why would I do that?
I don't
You know,
I don't
why
know.
would I?
And I
My
did,
theory-
Because you're a good part of the show. Hold on, go ahead, Jake.
My theory is this. Like she said, it's like a guys club. And the thing about guys and the thing about people is when you like somebody, you pick on them. It's like a
True.
sign of endearment. And unfortunately, like some people take it the wrong way. And like when you're a woman in a guys club, yeah, and sometimes they can take it too far. And I think he saw the value in you on the show, absolutely. But it didn't mean that he didn't push a little bit too hard. So he probably isn't remembering a little bit of how he was acting. And I think he probably should owe you a little bit of an apology if all these things. I mean, what I heard something that I didn't think it was nice. I'm sure there's way more in there. So that's my theory.
Well, hold on. We have a whole bunch of more Cindy. We're going to have you back on if you don't mind,
oh, yeah.
Cindy.
No, we're
Because
cool. Doreen has
there's-
stuck to her word.
We know that. I mean, I know how much Weeze loved you because I from the time that I met him and his relationship with you. You guys had this love-hate thing. There were times he'd come home, mad, but you were also leaving the show mad at times.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like you said, she has her baby C-section. Who has to get himself in there to the surgery room for the C-section but you? I said, I bet you he doesn't even remember. When she had Savannah,
Yeah. I have pictures.
Well, but we have so many of Cindy bits. We have
yeah.
a ton of them. So we'll do them when another show with you. Hey, do you have legal marijuana where you live?
You know what? They keep here in Ohio, which, by the way, that was like moving to. I felt like I was moving to the old west. It was so weird. People riding around without helmets and in their motorcycles. Crazy.
What year did you move back to Ohio? Do you remember?
I've been here almost 10 years,
Oh, okay.
I guess, because
Is
it's when Savannah was having her baby, which Doreen thought that was me.
I got confused. I got
Oh, yeah.
confused by that newspaper article that someone sent you.
How many of your family are there still living?
Savannah, my grandson.
No,
I
I'm
have two of them.
parents.
Parents, oh, they've been gone for a while. Yeah.
Is your sister still there?
Our sisters are still alive and well and kicking. Carrie's a teacher in Texas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you know Carrie. She's a strange one. Well, I wasn't exactly normal, but yeah.
No.
The whole lot of us were a mess in our
So-
own special way.
So not only did we go on a trip to Atlantis, we went on a lot. We went to the football games in Miami.
Yep.
And I remember another time, I have to fuck you around a little bit. And I hope you remember and admit it.
Okay.
And I remember Courtney, we were doing the show in the morning at the hotel,
Oh, I remember. I disappeared.
and you weren't back from the night yet. You went out with some of the fellas.
Yes,
I'm
some
not
of the
going to
boys.
mention, I'm not going to say who they were, but I remember. So, Bub, she went out, huh?
Yeah, they ended up, honestly, I had no intention of staying out with them. They took me. They took
I
me
believe
places.
you.
I swear to God.
So-
I never would have purposely like not shown up for the morning.
That she remembers. So now we're on the radio, and Courtney is going, "Where's Cindy?" I go, well, "I wish I knew. I wish I could remember what time you got there."
Yeah.
I remember a story when you guys were traveling for something. I wasn't there. I don't think I was even in the picture yet, but you guys all went skinny dipping together.
Oh, yeah.
At
Were
a
you with
hotel
me?
pool.
Yeah.
Probably after it was closed at night.
Were
remember?
you? Yeah. Do you, Cindy?
Remember us skinny dipping? Well,
At the pool at the Sheraton
The Sheridan pool.
when we did comedy. Courtney made-
Oh.
Wait, I don't know if you were there for sure. Were
I
you?
think she was. I think there's pictures.
I don't think that was another chick.
No, I think it was
Do
Cindy.
you remember being there?
I remember we did the comedy shows every Christmas. Is that what you mean?
No, but do you remember skinny dipping at a hotel in Batavia during a show? It wasn't her. I know who it was.
Okay, well, who was it?
It was this friend of Earl's, this
Oh.
blonde broad. Do you remember this blonde chick? I think her husband was a dentist, and they hung with Earl all the time.
Yeah,
I think he even lived at
Yeah, I
blonde
think,
chick.
yes,
Even
you
looked
Oh,
similar
okay.
to Cindy.
I thought it was Cindy the whole time.
did.
And
No,
then we
that's
got
what you're
butt-
trying to. I mean, I did it. I had enough bad stuff.
Well, I'm sure you've seen his penis many times. So,
Actually, no. I mean, that's.
Oh, she did.
I really.
Where?
I didn't see your penis.
Where was she?
I don't know. I
What's
figured the
wrong
way you
with-
used to do the shows, you had the naked chicks up there. I figured you probably
No.
rubbed trow at one point.
No.
Some of her ridiculous ideas are beyond.
I never saw his penis.
That's
You think that when we had
Feel
naked chicks up there, we would let me drop trout.
no. I don't think you did it during the naked tricks, but I remembered that skinny dipping story and other stuff. So I
And that
figured
wasn't
over
even
time.
me.
Yeah, that I knew that. Yeah, you've
is-
had the penis injection, and you also had the prostate exams on the air, and all those things over the years. So, and then I thought there was a time that you guys were talking about, but that was I think after Cindy, where you guys were talking about doing an all naked show. Remember you were,
Were you there when I was going to do that?
I don't think so.
It was a Bob Rivers. Bob Rivers, may he rest in peace.
Oh, he's gone?
Bob, yeah, young too.
Really?
Great,
Bad-
such a great guy.
He
I'm
had
telling
cancer.
What
Such a-
happened? Can I ask?
He had a bad cancer. He
Oh.
fought it for a while.
you. Matter of fact, today listening to Bits, Jake, I heard a early Bob Rivers phone call after he went to Seattle and talking about his Twisted Tunes. Made me sad.
Oh,
But
yeah.
any-
You remember?
Yeah.
He was a good
And
man.
s- So he was a great guy. Actually, a lot of Marvin's dead. It was in the picture.
Marvin's
people-
dead?
Yeah.
Marvin dead. Joe
did he-
T is in the hospital where he will remain. He probably won't even listen to this, so I don't care. He thinks he's going to get out, which I hope for his sake he will.
Yeah.
But I don't think he ever will because he can't walk.
Yeah, Doreen gave me a little bit of update because we were talking last night, and I said the one that I wish I could have taken to court was Joe T. 'Cause
What are you going to do with him?
Yeah.
yeah,
But it also, yeah. I mean, I remember when this all went down. I do remember. I forgot who it was, but somebody who you were very close friends with was friends with the person that was the lawyer, and that's kind of, I think, helped egg it
No.
along. If I remember.
See, now
No?
you got to start shit. Now I'm going to fuck
What?
with her.
Oh,
The guy, I won't say his name unless she wants to.
okay.
The guy that was her lawyer had a crush on her. It wasn't a friend. He was. You do remember this, Abho. You're looking funny.
Yeah.
I
It's,
thought it was that female lawyer was the same lawyer.
yeah,
that she
no,
had.
First, the last time I ever saw her on the radio, this particular lawyer who had a crush on her came into the studio and was sitting right with her on the couch. And I went, "What's this? And then it all happened. Are you not remembering that?
no.
Oh my God.
You have to understand something. A lot of this is like mental. Like I said, I know you were affected. It affected your life forever, and I will never discount that. But it really, me too. And I have blocked out so much.
You
Like,
did block it out. I can't say that. Do you know the lawyer at least I'm talking about? Because I don't. Come
Do you
on.
remember the lawyer that you?
oh,
think
I
he
know what
was?
you're talking about. Now I know.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Thank
we better
you.
not say. Probably
Thank
not.
you.
Yeah, because I
Right?
think he's in politics now.
Right, he was trying then, and he had a crush on you. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I know he very much did.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's
I'm sorry, it
Thanks.
just took me a minute. The lawyer. Yes, you're right. I had to think about that one. I did not block out. Yeah. And I did find out that you want to hear something really funny?
yes.
When I was living in Pittsburgh, this lawyer was running for office, and because I was in Pittsburgh, of course, he was serious Republican. I was
yeah.
one of the people he called, and did like a live show, talking to constituents. And the second I said who I was, all of a sudden I went mute, baby.
Oh, that's,
Oh my God. That's hilarious.
that's
I know. I scared the crowd. I'm like, you don't know who you're talking, this constituent you're talking to, do you? And when I told him that was he kept on talking, and I tried to interrupt and realized he had me muted. I wasn't going to get another word out of my mouth after that.
Now, a couple other things I have to bring up with Cindy Pierce. One of them, there's two things. Your singing and your violin playing.
Well, the singing got really bad. Well, I was going to come on and go, Desperado.
That's the
That
best.
you remember.
Desperado was the best bit ever.
I think we have that
We
bit.
have to have Desperado.
I was looking, I saw Linda Ronstadt thing. But the other thing is, you had one song that was your big song. Do you remember it?
If I had a penis?
No, a real
A
a
real,
real song. A real song that was your signature go-to singing.
well,
You
I
don't
thought,
Like
remember.
go
You,
ahead. Was it Janice or was it James Taylor?
the Motels.
Oh, the Motel. God, I forgot they existed. That's the Motels. And what was the song I did, Wease?
Oh my God, I will get it later, but it
Yeah.
was a big hit. You were good at that one.
Oh, I was good at that one. That's probably why I pulled it out.
Bub, another time that she sang, you're gonna forget, Bub, but at our wedding,
Oh,
Cindy, Kathy Nucitelli, myself, we sang Mockingbird. Remember,
no.
we
Yeah,
performed
yeah,
it.
You remember Beth Donahue screwed it up. Did
Oh,
the
yeah,
wrong
Beth
part. Messed everything
Yes.
up. We had practiced. It would have been fine. Beth comes in and sings the wrong part, and we're all just lost. We didn't know what to do.
Cindy and Kathy Nucci and I would practice all the time prior up to the wedding because we were gonna perform.
Well,
But
it
you
would have been
did-
fine if Beth had done her part. She,
Well, you were actually really good. I mean, you sang good. I did not sing good, but it was still fun.
it was fun.
When we were drinking wine and practicing, those are some of my favorite times.
But you sang that Motel song on stage at the festival tent.
Wow.
Do you remember? You did good.
And can we
Yeah, I
just
remember the
reha-
festival tent, but I don't remember the motel song. But I remember the festival tent.
the Desperado story, which hopefully we'll find the audio one day and have you back on. But we should at least say what happened because I don't know if Jake will know. Jake, they were playing it and she was singing with the music playing with the real singer playing, but with unbeknownst to her, I'm gonna guess it's Charlie because he's so funny and he would do stuff like this. Charlie potted down the real the music, so all you heard was Cindy. Remember that's what they did to you with Desperado? don't remember?
I remember the Desperado havoc that was read after I did that, but
because-
I didn't remember why. I just knew that
I thi-
for some reason that wasn't working.
I think you've sang it more than once, and it was a time that you were singing it, and they thought it was funny, and you didn't know that they potted down that. So you were singing, and you're hearing it, and you're singing, but when they potted down, and you're just hearing you, it didn't sound as good, and it was funny. That's what I remember.
You know, the other thing is just to get. Oh, go ahead, Wease.
No,
Okay.
you.
Yeah. Anyway, oh, I can't even remember now. See, this is
That's
what
what happens.
This is what happens. A 65-year-old, addled brain. I'm telling you,
You look good though. You look good. I didn't think you'd look anything like that.
Oh, really? How do you
No.
think it was going to look?
Completely older and different, like an old lady. You look good.
Yeah, you don't look like an old lady at all.
Oh,
You look
thank
good.
you. I'm 60.
I just looked up the Motels
Oh,
and I did not find the song. So unless it was Only the Lonely, but I don't think that's it.
I don't think that was it. You sure it wasn't Cyndi Lauper?
No,
no,
where are
he
you
would
going?
remember
Are
Cindy-
you nuts?
Cindy. He
You
loves
couldn't-
Cindy Lauper.
You couldn't do Cyndi Lauper if you had to. She's the best.
Yeah, she's the best. I used to be able to do an impersonation of her. I really can't anymore because I'm too old. My voice won't get high enough. I mean, talking
was
is,
pretty
not
good.
singing.
That was actually pretty good, though. I heard a little Cindy twinge in there. Cindy Lauper, that is.
So speaking of Cindy Pierce vaping, you can get all the vape you want at Cannabis Corner. My boy Michael Malpe Jr.'s fabulous Canna Corner on the website. And it's right there next to Savoya's Bakery. Marijuana, herb, vape,
Very comfortable store to
Great.
go into. It feels like you're walking into a jewelry store.
gummies,
Easy
delish.
exit off of 590 Empire Boulevard. Go to Cannabis Corner.
Let me tell you what's
Sit.
funny. Oh, go ahead. Finish your.
No,
Okay, I was just going to say, what's funny is You can't get anything in Ohio. They keep voting it down, or something keeps 90 stays. It's voted in and then out. But we live about 5 minutes from Michigan. It's the funniest thing, and Doreen, you'll get a kick out of this too. The second you hit that Ohio-Michigan line, billboards everywhere. Free pot. Your first one's on us, Six leaves I mean, the second you can still see Ohio's border. The second you get over, it all starts. And then the different names of all the different places, because they've been going at it for quite a while. Pretty liberal, actually, in those kind of ways. So, yeah, I mean, they've been doing it before New York did it. Or has New York even done it yet? Yeah, they did, right?
Yeah.
New York did it.
Yeah.
We live in Florida for 9 months a year. They didn't do it, believe it or not. The land of the free, no helmets, no anything, no rules, except you can't have marijuana.
Ohio is being really ignorant because with what you just said, having all those billboards up, bringing in Ohio people.
Yeah.
Ohio is losing all that tax money that they could be having.
I know, but I could tell. Oh, don't get me started on Ohio. But anyways, yeah, there's a lot of things I find perplexing about Ohio. But anyway, it was just weird to come back after New York. It really, really was. I really felt I was like in a different world, But
It is. Well, I've been to Bowling Green and Toledo. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, in Cleveland. What am I?
No, Bowling Green's it's in Bowling Green is right outside of Toledo.
Yeah. So when we visited, we would go to dinner in Toledo.
Oh, okay.
Well, my going Bowling Green didn't have anything.
We've got a red light camera ticket in Toledo because we were going to dinner with Abby and we didn't know where we were going, and he just went right through the red light.
Oh, I bet they had. Oh, I don't even want to think about that. But actually, Bowling Green was a college town. It had some good joints.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't have. We were taking her to a fancy restaurant, so we had to go
Oh,
somewhere.
yeah. Well, there you
And we
might
went
be-
to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on the way to go see her that one time. So
Oh,
that's
cool. Oh, yeah. So you were in the area. That's right. Of course,
One place I'm dying to go to in Ohio that I've never gone to, and you used to talk about it, is the amusement park.
Cedar
what's it
Point.
called? Cedar Point.
Yeah.
And because they had the great roller coasters. Never
Yes.
got there.
Yes, the home of Cindy Pierce.
Yeah.
That's where you're from. But that roller coaster, I don't know about today. Back then, it was the biggest one in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it still is.
It might still be. I don't
You're
know.
kind of called the roller coaster capital of the world.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Here we go, Cindy, because this is a recorded program.
Right.
So after it plays, long time from now, people will comment. Then I'm going to have you back on with their questions for you.
Okay.
So if they ask questions, she'll be back.
And wait, I got to say one more thing. I know we're not supposed to talk about the highlights of it, but it is ironic that today was the last day of the Olympics, and you sent her to the Olympics with your, at the time, wife
3 times.
years ago.
So I don't know. Ask her.
Three times you went.
3
What?
times. I went. I was in with Courtney the first time. I was in Albertville,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
France. I was in Norway, Lillehammer,
Wow.
and I was in Barcelona.
Wow.
Holy shit. All for the radio?
Yeah.
So Courtney one time, I know his ex-wife another time. What was the third time? Who'd you go with? Do you
Actually, I
remember?
think it was Courtney.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
Courtney twice. That
Yeah.
must have been fun. Courtney was so fun. Could you get a sweeter person, a sweeter human being than that woman?
Boy, did I love my Courtney. Now her kids are probably big time skiers.
Yeah, probably seen
Most
them. with-
likely. Did she still with Sandy?
Oh,
God,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They were just a beautiful family.
And he was an Olympic skier, Sandy Williams, and their kids
Yeah.
do it too.
Of course.
Cindy?
Then they would have just they probably just won. We would have seen him, right? Did we not
Yeah,
know about
right.
this?
If their kids were in the Olympics,
Well, they're not in the Olympics, or we see them. But
Could they
that's
be?
for sure.
How do you know they're not?
I mean, their one child. I remember their one daughter was skiing when she could barely walk, and they showed me video of her going straight down a mountain with skis.
Oh, I'm
like
sure.
it was nothing.
Oh, I
When
bet.
she could, yeah. So
So they're all doing well?
yeah.
Well, we kind of knew they would. Yeah.
They're doing way better than we and you and everybody we know.
I can
Pretty much most people we know. So, ladies and gentlemen, say goodbye to Cindy. We're leaving.
We're gonna
Getting
have
up-
you back on, Cindy, and I'll forever thank you because if it wasn't for you, him and I would not be together. If it wasn't for her pushing us, telling me,
Well, because Wease would ask me about you, and Wease would say, "Do you
Yeah.
think she's cute?" This is this is when I was his confidant because he was going through a difficult time, and I was with him on Christmas Eve because he was going through a tough time. So that was right after I had that. I think that was our closest times. That's the ironic part about it. As
Yeah.
far as-
Interesting, and that makes sense.
yeah.
and
Yep.
he used to ask you about me, and then
Oh yeah, and then he'd want. Yeah, he goes, "Do you think she's cute?" And I, Weeze, you got to stick up because you know I did. I said, "Yes, she's cute. She's young."
Yeah.
that's what worried everybody. I mean, it worried me too, and I didn't want anything to do with it because I just always assumed I didn't want to be a family breaker upper. I thought maybe there would be a chance that they would get back together, and you were her best friend, and you
Yeah.
said absolutely not. You told me over and over and over again.
I
There's
had
not a
to tell him
chance.
because I could not. I had to tell him because there was no way I could have him have any hope because I already knew what was going on, and she made it clear. She goes, I'll never go back," and I was with you every day, Weeze, and I know what you were going through. So I'm like. When she told me that, I said, if you want this out, it'll be out. But I said, there's no turning back, Sandy. I said, because, he will not, he's good at righting himself, if you will.
Boy, did I write
Oh,
myself.
you write it yourself just fine.
I got
baby.
righted.
But our first kiss was coerced by you because
Yeah,
that
that's
night we
right.
were at the cottage all drinking. We got pretty drunk. And I went to bed in Jake's little
True.
single, twin bed upstairs. But it was your coercing that night that
True.
gave him the guts to get out of his bed and come into my room and kiss me that night.
Oh,
True.
probably was. I was an instigator.
It was 100%. I remember like it was yesterday on that porch talking.
I don't think she knows. That's it. This podcast's going too goddamn long. Cindy, we'll have you back soon.
It's too damn long.
And we are out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's nice to be important, but
It's more
more
important to be
important.
nice. I'm sorry.
I
Latorious.
wanted Cindy to take it alone, but thank you so much, Cindy, for doing this. We definitely have to have you back on because once Wease goes through all these old bits, we'll try to get a collection of some funny ones.